Alright guys, we're back. Sorry about that, but yeah, another OBS crash. One of those days. Okay. New pick. Oats Damnation. So, did you die in your Odyssey playthrough, Eric, or what happened?
It's hard to see anything but emptiness. In the end, we are meat for the butcher's blade, sure as hawks. That's all there is. Nothing more. Ah, here's the raven feeder now.
In Fallout 4, I see. How many hours of did you already invest into that playthrough? Do you know that, or is there no way to check it?
The scouts are dead, and you're safely encamped. I told you this would work.
Time will tell.
Any eye that saw you has been dimmed by death.
You are not short on confidence. That much is clear.
About 15. I see. But definitely hope your next one will be successful.
I have a method, Guthrum, and though you may not see it, it has served me well.
If your method is to risk hundreds for the sake of one, then you are right. I don't.
I found something of interest on one of the scouts. Fulke has news of Croydon's fall. She's gathering men and supplies, perhaps to weather a siege.
If she is allowed to dig in at Porchester, it might be months before we can get Sigurd out.
Do you still say I'm reckless in my haste, Guthrum?
Saxons! Saxons from the west!
I say your haste has put us squarely in the shit.
Fulke was forewarned. There must have been more scouts than we knew of.
Yes, that's big army.
Save your breath for the fight.
Eivor, this mess is of your making.
We kill them here, or behind the walls of Porchester. Either way, they die! That's the way, Eivor. They're giving ground! Push them back! There got your back. Crush it!
Yeah, the same boat we're done. I haven't played Fallout myself yet. I think my first one will be New Vegas.
Follow my lead. Come on! Won't take long! Come! Let us fish Try to trip the fool. Much more like. I'll cut your Fall back, you dogs! Back to Porchester! They flee like rabbits! Then we chase them like hounds! That ugly bastard's head is mine! Not if I get there first, slow-arse!
Leave him! The day is already won!
No!
Jesus. Brother and brother. Both died.
Death has found you, Saxon!
You'll join your friends soon enough. Is it for that withered bag of skin you fight? Sigurd the Sickly?
If Sigurd dies today, I will find your corpse and piss on it!
You bear your false deities like a plague to this land. But you know nothing of those who truly decide our fate.
I decide your fate today, Saxon.
I am ready for my final journey. Let me see what lies beyond.
Take a message to Foucault or with pleasure. And yeah, that's over to our hero. Thank you so much for coming by, dude, and also for the raid. I want to give you a shout out here as well. For those who haven't followed here yet, if recommend it. He's a big friend of the channel, and he's currently playing for AC Valhalla. So if you're looking for more of this game, definitely check out his channel. I don't know. He kind of deserves death, right? But what does us serve his death? Like, he wasn't too strong. I don't think he's gonna be a danger. But sending a message to Fogo may actually give us an advantage, you know, in that relationship. I kind of want to kill him, but it would only be for our pleasure, I guess. So I want him to deliver a message, actually, and see what that leads to.
I will not. Go and tell Fulke what you saw today. Tell her Eivor is coming to tear her heart from her chest.
I will tell Fulke her opponent is a weakling who does not have the stomach to finish what they started.
Oh, don't worry, I'm gonna come back and finish this.
You will regret this, Mercy!
I think so. Okay, hold on, man. Yeah, don't give a message. You know, the thing is that the message of Eivor wasn't really helping us anyway. Like, If he tells Fuko that we're coming, that's a disadvantage to us, right? I thought he would maybe like give a smarter message, but that wasn't the case, so. Burn. In Helheim.
He's dead, Eivor. No breath within him. Gods, I've never seen the raucous bastard so quiet.
Ah, Broda actually survived. It was only Barovia.
You are wounded, Broda. Let me bear your brother to the camp.
Rest in peace, dude.
He was always quicker than me. Beat me out of the womb by mere moments. Now he has beat me to Valhalla. Even in death, he had to be first.
This crow feast is my doing.
No blame stains you, Eivor. He cut his own path. He always did. For him, there's no more strife and pain. Only glorious battle and the forever feast.
Reckless stripling! I warned you the risk was too great!
Peace, Guthrum. It is Fulke who merits your wrath, not Eivor.
You have not seen the half of my wrath. How many of my men now lie dead on account of this glory hoarder?
In spite of our losses, we claimed victory here. Arguing over blame will not bring the dead back.
If this is what a Raven Clan victory looks like, I cannot wait to see what happens when you lose.
What happened here? Uba, Soma, you come at a black hour.
And too late to bloody our blades. Most a pity.
I hope to take Porchester with this one, but Folk is forewarned now. I have no more appetite for this. I will go west.
Go then. But know you leave me in a time of need.
What you need is to swallow your pride, Raven Feeder. Listen to wiser heads than yours.
Eivor?
Yeah. I would actually love to talk about the historic fact that is known about Guthrum, but I want to wait with it, in case it's a spoiler.
I will hear you, Guthrum Saxonbane, if you wish to speak your piece.
You want your Jarl back? You must be cold as frost. Bravery is your enemy as often as your friend. We do not dash ourselves against hopeless courses. We arrive unexpected, strike swift, gather your allies, pick your moment. Then, and only then, you crush them. You can triumph yet. Go with the wisdom of Odin, the power of Thor, the wit of Freya. Go and find your brother.
Guthrum spoke in anger, but there is wisdom in what he says.
We will wait for our allies before the final attack. Until then, we have work to do. First, we need a new camp. The Saxons think we have retreated, but we will draw even closer. Here.
Arrive unexpected.
Erdke, Stowe, ride there ahead of me. Together, we will bring them down.
It brings me no pleasure to fight my own people. But a debt is a debt. We will leave immediately.
Besides, they're men of Wessex, Alfred's folk, no brothers of yours.
After that, we should strike at Fulke's supplies all across Sussex.
Yes. If she is allowed to dig in at Porchester, we will lose our chance to rescue Sigurd.
The letter found on the scout mentioned Bridgeworth, Guildeford, and Crowley.
They produce weapons in Crowley, food in Guildeford. Bridgeworth is a stronghold. Many Saxon swords there.
Uba, I need your axe arm at Guildefort. Soma, you and your men will aid me in Crowley.
Count on us.
I will go to Bridgeworth and take a measure of things there.
Good. I will join you after I've dealt with the Saxon camp.
A lion's heart and a crow's cunning. Guthrum judged you too swiftly.
We have work to do. Let's be about it.
Soma and Uber, I apologize. I would have liked to offer a better welcome after your long journey.
I'm only sorry we could not be here sooner.
We need a short while to organize the men. Then we'll set off as soon as we're able.
Alright, let's go ahead and invest some more skill points here. We could also go ahead and upgrade this Warhammer. Or the Raven Clan helmet. I think I'd rather do that. You like level 130? Yeah, if you do go ahead and do like all the locations in each region, then you level up really fast. I wonder if Crawley down here is kind of the same Crawley in AC Syndicate. Because that is where the journey for Evie and Jacob starts. Could be, I guess. It's not that far away from London. You have 3000 leather but 20 metal. How did that happen? I usually have more metal, I think. I guess it depends what you upgrade as well, right? If you upgrade more weapons or more equipment. You're right, yeah.
Now here is a welcome face. Soma. How fares Grandabridge?
We thrive, just as we did our first year. And I have you to thank for that.
The risk I took was far less than you're taking now. I thank you for heeding my call.
An oath is an oath, Eivor. Silver-gilded and ironclad.
You had 371 demise. Very nice. So what took me now? I think 400 is the last level, isn't it?
Uber Ragnarsson. It puts me at ease to see you here. Welcome.
Eivor Wolfkiss tempts me with a swipe at Wessex. Who am I to resist?
Here we might finish the work your father began a decade back. Are you ready?
More than ready. I am hungry.
You are at 111, Eric. Very nice. Which direction did you go, Eric? I think you showed me the skill tree and it was like mostly warrior, wasn't it? You level 500 on. 400 powers max the 90 levels of mastery. I see. Yeah, same Ronnie. I tried to go into all the branches at the same time. The tree is mostly red, Eric. True Viking warrior.
So, go on. Try it yourself. Eivor. Come. Stand here and look out over the fjords.
And Rod Dude.
There you go.
Welcome, mate. And thank you so much for the raid.
Your father brought me here long ago, when we were just 19 winters. Together we stacked stones into cairns.
These?
Yes. Think of this as a test of mind and wit. Stack the cairn stones high and wide into any shape you like.
How do I win?
You win by playing, and a quiet mind is your reward. Let the air and nature's beauty soothe you.
Yeah, it's going pretty good. Enjoying some more Valhalla, finally again. How was your stream today, Rod? Also got everything done I mentioned earlier on your stream with driving through busy Berlin, so that's nice. Ooh, no. Fuck. Wait. Is this the stable? Rip. So damn close. But it was good, but still need to find the damn moose. Oh, a moose. I guess that's something you find in the northern region of England. Okay, that's not entirely stable just yet. There's a few spawn spots apparently, but still haven't come across any. Oh. But I keep my eyes out. If I find any, I'm gonna let you know where they are. Alright, that works. You've only got 3 more zealots left to kill in this, and about 2 more of the main order members. Very nice. So definitely getting closer to the ending of the game then, I reckon. Ah, sorry. I totally mixed it up, Rod. Thought there was actually some moose you can find in Valhalla at some point. That's fair, dude. Well, I guess I can't keep my eyes out then. you keep streaming it every weekend after finishing the story. Very nice. I'm sure you will enjoy the side stuff you can catch up on after you finish the main story. Okay, we don't have adrenaline. We have some explosives.
Sunan, guide me.
Yep, that stick is blocking.
Stretch your wings, Sunan.
There's like some animals nearby. Maybe we could get some adrenaline like this. But there should also be at least some explosives. Somewhere. Let's have a look at the campfire. Maybe it's like inside the tent. Ah, there's some. Alright, sounds good, Ronnie. Have a good one as well. Thank you for dropping by. And I'll catch you next time.
Shit!
Yeah, I mean, that definitely could have been the case, Don. But you would have to search for an alternative entrance. I love the cliffs to the south. It's a place I really want to visit if I ever come to England. Oh, looks like an animus anomaly.
Here we go again.
Hey, it's Sean here. Bex is trying to cook up a trace of some kind, hoping to find out where this raw data's coming from.
It's not in Eivor's DNA, is it?
Can't be. Feels too deliberate, like someone wants you to see it.
Oh, good. Yeah, that's a risky one. What? So it's me. Come on. Brought Cyberpunk 2077 released way early. It's only 2020. Yeah, it's been one of the jokes, right? Like people saying it's get delayed until it's actually 2077. But yeah, it seems like it's actually releasing this time. I'm definitely curious to see what you know, people will think about the game. Is it as anticipated, I guess?
My love, are you there? Speak and tell me you live. I live. If this is living, a mind without a body. And do you feel? I feel myself. My sense of being. Nothing more, nothing less. No pain or joy or passage of time.
And yet you are with me, and I with you, and together we will endure.
Uh-huh. Together they will endure, you say.
Vex, any progress?
Nothing yet. Whoever put these here made a surgical incision into our server. They dumped this data and backed out before anyone noticed.
Oddly enough, that's how Rebecca describes our wedding night, which I find rude.
Hastings, get off the mic.
Hopefully the wait was worth it. You only heard of it last year. Yeah, apparently it has even been announced before Witcher 3, which is insane, right? I think it's like 2012 or something. If they announced it there, or then. But yeah, people have been looking forward to it for a long time, it seems. But yeah, according to the couple reviews I read, it seems to definitely be an extraordinary game. With its weaknesses, but you know, I would say the same about Witcher 3. It really has a lot of strong points. But it's not like, you know, the ultimate masterpiece or something like that to me. You wonder if that date was at an espresso bar? Yeah, Sean served some of his.
I got the data. Here it comes.
Okay, I definitely have a theory about the animus anomalies. So one thing I noticed is that they seem to be similar in terms to the dreams that Eivor has. You know, Eivor has these dreams about the story of Odin and Asgard and Jotunheim, right? And at the end of it, we learned that there's basically... They are preparing for Valhalla, I guess, and they are sitting all at a round table. And what we just seen in this bit of piece was also a round table where people sit around. And at the end of the dreams, my theory was that Eivor has a dream of something that actually happened, but because of his beliefs, he sees it as a mythological version. And I think between the Odin story and something that happened to the Isu are like similarities, you know, like the end of a world, for instance, like Ragnarok is a similarity. So maybe the animus anomalies represent what actually happened for the Isu, which is similar to what Eivor experienced in his dreams, but not exactly the same. But yeah, we just have to figure out or find out ourselves. But yeah, definitely seems like that. Did I throw something?
I'll stick you.
How many javelins are they going to throw before they learn that they shouldn't? Yeah, that is a question. Given that those who throw the javelins don't survive, I guess they never learn. They don't live to tell the tale. $50 leather. How much do we have? 33. We have like a wealth opportunity nearby, up here, which should give us maybe the lever. And we can play Orlog as well. Or we just have a look if there's like any animals around here. Not really. Actually, hope they never learn, as throwing them back is so satisfying. It really is, you know. I love what we did with kind of like, I guess, special abilities that don't feel supernatural. Like, obviously, you need to have, you know, insane reflexes to be able to pick up, you know, an arrow or a spear. To be able to, like, kind of pick it up and then also send it back.
If they spot me.
But, you know, that's like, kind of like the supernatural abilities I can live with in an AC game. Because, yeah, like, you know, they do have iso-DNA, so that makes them faster or better in certain ways than regular humans. But not to a point, you know, they can, like, kind of like invisible or something like that. Which would be a bit unnatural, I guess. Yeah, I like how it's more like a matter of skill, I guess, with Eivor.
Looking for a worthy challenger.
I am.
Oh, look. I'm interested.
Aye, what say you? Let's go a few rounds.
Let us play.
Very well then, let us start.
Indeed. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna keep my setup. I like this.
Interesting.
I'm not gonna do any god favor here. Definitely seems to have a better turn. Is to steal. It's gonna block all my damage. So what favors does he have? Gain repair health token. Oh, that's actually quite powerful. Health per damage. Interesting. Yeah, we need tokens. And it doesn't have any damage yet, so didn't have to choose any defensive. Still gonna skip, I think. Yeah, this is really powerful actually. this ability, Odin's Sacrifice. It's gonna get a huge amount of tokens this way.
The end is nigh for you.
Yeah, look at that. That seems like one of the best abilities to kind of really boost that token income. So we could go for all of these X's, honestly. Like, they don't give us tokens, but we could increase their damage by 1.5. Which would be, I guess, 7.5 damage. I'm not sure. It would really leave us with like no tokens at all. Demise, you don't think you even let him do that power? You stripped him off his tokens as much as you could. Yeah, same here. I mean, you know, whenever I had this D option, I kind of chose it. But didn't have too many of those, I guess. Alright, let's go ahead and pressure.
Ah, not like this. This will do.
Yeah, I mean, the token is worth it. Just shouldn't get the steer thing. Ah, great. Of course he gets 2 steel, which means I can't use... Actually, hold on, I can use it. Because I get 1 token. Never mind. Look at his token amount though. Jesus Christ. I'm honestly intrigued to just, you know, go completely offensive. 1 health per damage. Like, this could be really damn powerful though. Freya's gift. Okay, screw it, we go for tokens. Not a good turn. 3 health per damage. Well, at least he doesn't have too many tokens now. Alright, now we really gotta keep his token amount low. It's 5, 6.
This will do.
Yeah, that's definitely not a bad tactic to kind of like surprise attack your enemy. Okay, too lucky here with extra tokens today. Let's skip this. Let's skip favor for now. Great. Gets like so many tokens. I have like 1. Okay, we gotta steer back. Do some damage. Okay, that's 2. Yeah, let's block a damage. Gives us 8 tokens. 9. -1. I hate this ability. Just gonna heal so much damage again.
How'd you like that?
Like, Jesus Christ. He got 4 tokens. This game really isn't going to our advantage here so far. I hope it's not gonna be my first game I lose. Ah, it's not looking too good right now.
I've almost got you now.
I mean, he can get potentially 3 health per damage. So I need to block his damage as much as I can. Otherwise he's gonna heal himself back up. Jesus Christ. Look at all these X's, no. I was just talking about, right? Yeah, it's another 2 damage blocked. Yeah, we need to block all of it. As much as you can. Okay, so you're gonna get another 4. Okay, hold on. He can potentially do this at another 4 X's, which would be 9. With 6 coming through, which is not enough to kill me. He can get this, +1 per damage. He gets 2 through, which would be potentially 6 health he gets. Which means our power to send damage is not enough to kill him. He's not gonna do this, of course. I reckon he's gonna heal himself. But he can't kill us. So I'm just gonna send some more damage, I think. We get another 4, we have enough to do this. Yeah, he's gonna heal himself.
door that wisdom on thing.
Your defeat is imminent.
Alright, now we could go all offensive. Requires us to actually get offensive though. Yeah. I'm gonna skip this actually.
This will do.
This is my game, stranger. Just give up.
He actually blocked all of my arrows. That's bad. This dude is lucky.
Lucky
fucking kidding me.
this time. I'll give you a chance to win your honor back. Play again.
How did mine attack not go through first? Like, I had enough damage to kill him, but his attack got through first than mine. Plus I did also the God Favor, which didn't got priority as well. Ah, Jesus Christ.
I'm not done yet. Let's begin.
I don't understand how that wasn't priority, honestly.
Interesting.
Look at this token advantage from the get-go again. Fuck this dude. So I get 3, which means I have 4. Not enough to use a good token. Like 2 damage is not sufficient. Well, I started around first, so his attack goes first. Maybe, yeah. Could be. Definitely a shame, because I was so sure that my attack would just go through. Mastery can't let him do anything with his tokens. Yeah, like this ability to get tokens for health tokens is just insane. Don't you like how Ubisoft included this minigame, but you can't get into it the same way as you did into Gwent? I don't know, I guess they're quite different in lots of ways. I'm definitely into it though, I have to say. But yeah, Gwent definitely has this aspect, I guess, of collecting more than Orlok does. With Orlok, it's, I guess, more like a simpler game, where you kind of can collect the god favors, but that's it.
Let me eat out while yet the
Interesting.
Get some access and increase the damage. I think I'm gonna wait with that turn. Yeah, I have a feeling I sodomized, but I just have to, I guess, should have paid more attention to where the coin was staying. Because I think what Molo's saying is probably true. That you have priority if you have a coin on your side. But yeah, I guess it's a learning experience. Now we know. Alright, so we get 3, 6, which means you have 11. Could do some damage here. Let's do that. Because if we make sure he doesn't, you know, have a lot of health, and he's not gonna do his hero power to sacrifice his health. Then it would be cool to have channel point gambling for viewers just to be on win or lose. It would be interesting to have a mechanic like this, like the option to turn it on. But I guess you have to have like a different point system than channel points on Twitch, right? Do people actually have itemise? Is it like a partner exclusive or something? Ah, I didn't know. It's gonna get health per damage, right? So I have priority, which means we get 1 damage.
Your defeat is imminent.
Yeah, that works.
Well fought.
Well played, stranger. Another round.
Ah, it's random. Interesting. And thank you for the GGs.
Another time, perhaps.
Okay, now we got Odin's Sacrifice. I definitely have to use that ability. It seems damn powerful.
Let's take a closer look.
Oh, come on. He's a sniper, dude.
Hey now!
God on heaven!
Letter written with trembling plume. The Red have left this post. The traitor threatens the security of our people as he heads to Winchester ready to squeal and betray. When I see the Saxon colors, I worry immediately. I tremble that my day has come at the sound of their very wealthy boots. He who findeth me, say my last rites with a pound of ale in your belly. Mother would have wished it was.
What can I get for you? This could be very useful.
Okay, let's sell some stuff.
Happy to take this off your hands.
Oh, this one is quite nice. Let's buy this.
You look stronger already.
Critical damage. Yeah.
Yes, this is a good look.
We can get some longship cosmetics, sediment, tattoos. I mean, yeah, we could maybe buy like 10 of those. Mona, half day Tuesday. Cheers, crocodiles. Nice to have you back. That's no worries, Mona. Thank you for being here. Have a good rest of the day. And thank you so much for coming by. I catch you again soon, mate. Then do something with the runes. They take up way too much room. You're sure they could easily stack them? Yeah, stacking would be an option. Or I wonder, you know, I kind of have been keeping them to see if there's like a way, maybe at some point, to kind of like, you know, upgrade a couple smaller ones into a bigger one. Like just to kind of give us a confirmation if we should just sell them. If they, you know, are of no use to us anymore. Or if they have like a use later on.
Striking with this.
But yeah. Alright, let's get some tattoos.
This will look very good.
For the head mainly. That works.
All done.
Sure done.
Know when this might come in handy.
Give me some leather.
Glad to replenish your stock.
And some iron ore. Wonder actually, can we just go to this side? Would be nice if I would give you the option to do D-pad left here and just get the 200. Kind of be able to go from both sides, I guess.
This could help you in your travels.
You just want a buy all button. Yeah. There's definitely some, you know, quality of life changes they could include.
Wise of you to stock up. You would look very powerful with that.
Kinda wanna buy all the items as well, you know, given that it's completionist. I'm gonna be quite poor after all this shopping here, but I don't care. Let's buy this Viper Bow. Not poisonous, but just as deadly.
You won't regret this purchase.
And Royal Guard, a very resilient shield, built for the Saxon Royal Guard in London.
This could be very useful. Finished looking around?
I have to go. See you soon.
We have to buy everything to count as 100%. I don't think so actually, Demise. Pretty sure we don't. But I just like to go with extra step, I guess. Increase critical chance after each hit, up to 10 times. That's nice. Actually. This in combination with the so time would be really good. Especially if it's a light bow. Then we have free Royal Guard, increase heavy damage when blocking. Not a huge amount of blocking, to be honest. Like if I block, I want to parry. Not just block. Don, you're gonna go now? Trying out streaming for the first time just for fun. Oh, you do? That's awesome, Don. I should go ahead and give you a shout out here. But yeah guys, if you wanna check out Don, he's a big friend of the channel and really cool dude. So if you haven't checked out his channel yet, then definitely make sure to do so. I'm gonna also leave you a follow here if I haven't yet actually. Let me check that real quick. Are you going to play Battlefield, or will you be playing something else? But yeah, I left you follow dude. Also, I just realized something, Demise. I haven't done this yet. Yeah, sorry dude, I actually forgot about it because when I asked you to become moderator, I wasn't at home. So I didn't go to like Twitch chat and gave you the mod rights straight away. Battlefield on PC. Very nice, Don. I hope you enjoy, dude, and maybe catch you there later. So we encountered the Seven Sisters. That was the cliffs I was talking about earlier, which I really want to visit someday. And that's the voice done. Have a good one. You don't have Battlefield 4, but you have the others. I haven't played a lot of Battlefield in my life. I played 1942 the most, I think, on like LAN parties. But other than that, I haven't really played too much. So the Seven Sisters are a series of short cliffs on the south coast of England, often used as a stand-in for the White Cliffs of Dover in films, because the White Cliffs really aren't all that wide these days, and you're liable to get a ferry wandering into shot.
Pratas way of doing Erta, the legal way, Henny.
Alright, so we do have enough lever to actually go to this altar now.
Yeah!
I think you're going to stream the campaigns of 3, 1, and 5, and might even do multiplayer. Yeah, I wonder how good the campaigns actually are for Battlefield. I'm not sure if I'm too interested in the multiplayer. But yeah, like if there's like good stories to tell, I'd be up to look into this as well.
Sure!
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm too interested in Call of Duty either. Best campaign I remembered from playing was Black Ops 1 actually, and when I played it last year, I played it like one go, like 4 to 5 hours or something. And I felt like really tired and burned out after it, because just of the amount of explosions and hardcore action that's happening. I wouldn't mind a war game, you know, that's also, I guess, more about like the build-up of battles than it is about just having like action after action. So yeah, wasn't too intrigued to play more campaigns after that one. And I still enjoyed, you know, some parts about the story still, but I could live with like less here's one explosions and there's another. Doesn't have to be a Michael Bay movie, right?
Yeah!
Could make a jump. As you had to like shoot it down or something. But yeah, in my opinion he could have made the jump. Like a jump he could easily make. And hey Ronnie, welcome dude. Thank you so much for a raid. How's it going? How was your stream today?
One more enigma to unravel.
The Cauldron of Dunwich the Giant. To claim the giant's vessel, you must be as brave as he, plunge like someone where iron thrives, and hold that which gives you life. Played an hour of Team Fortress 2, quite fun, very nice. I'm glad you had a good bunch of fun, dude. Going to exploring a tomb. Quite like these areas, I have to say. I like how unique they all are from each other. Jesus Christ. I need some... Yeah. Alright, let's see if I missed anything here, because I had to rush a bit.
marked artifact.
You have to go walk your dog, have fun storming the castle or tomb. Thank you so much, Ronnie. Have a good walk with your dog. And thank you again for the raid. For those who aren't following Lord Ronnie yet, definitely recommend checking out his channel. He's playing some Team Fortress 2, but also AC Valhalla, I think. So if you want to check that out, then definitely make sure to do so. And you, Ronnie, have a good one. We found the Cleofa Sands. Unlike most of the beaches in England, what is now called Camber Sands is actually made of sand rather than soul shredding pebbles. So rare is it to find dunes on the Sceptered Isle, but the British Army used it as a training ground for storming the beaches at Normandy during World War II.
Yeah! I should not be seen in this area.
Mentor's Embrace. Ooh. Let's have a look at this. The Mentor set. Increase attack after critical hits. Addition increases speed. I do like this. Yeah. Let's get the entire Mentor set. Could also go ahead and increase the hammer. However, I might actually go ahead and change my setup here a bit. Could go back to the flare combo. Could also go for a longsword X combo. Or for shield. Shield would be quite easy to kind of get that, you know, stun going. Yeah, I kind of like this one. Just look-wise, it's not fitting the best, honestly. I guess it would fit quite well with the Carolingian set. But I don't really want to change my set. And exchange all the runes and stuff. I'm just gonna keep it. Let's go ahead and upgrade it further. And go for the next wealth opportunity we have here. Score from the Elengi. We have found our sacred home in the ancient ruins where our forefathers crushed the attributes. Probably will always be ours. The foods living there will be ravaged. Let this scroll be a warning to any who feel they can trade without our seal, breathe without our attacks, and cry without our swords having made the sadness. South Saxony shall be ruled by us. Defend Atremenium against usurpers and the incursions of lesser tribes. Once we have found the sacred hoard of Wankling, we will buy Winchester and burn it to the ground. Long live the Elengi. Oops. Alright, come down here, fight me. What are you doing, dude? It's running around like Naruto. Stop it. So how comes we haven't discovered where this wealth opportunity is? Basically standing on it. But it's either above us nor below. Could this be that this is like another quest location? I think it might be. Yeah, it makes zero sense. We can't see it because you know, if it would be like way above us or below us, it would also showcase like an arrow right next to it. But we're basically on the level where the wealth opportunity is located. Maybe it's one of the dudes. Wasn't it this one? This one had a wealth opportunity, but we didn't get it for some reason. Maybe that's the thing. Pretty sure he had like a wealth opportunity above his head. So I guess it's a bug. Alright, so we're gonna come back to this one. I think we're done here, down in this part. Wanna do a bit more of the main story though. Don't we have a way to fast travel anywhere near? Okay, let's go ahead and check out this wealth location and that artifact. And maybe make our way to the quest from up there. But better not explode.
With me.
Guess it was just wastes of alcohol or something. Oh, let's fight then. Wow, oil, I guess.
God won't let us lose. Together, lads. We have this. Get round the side. With me! Watch for my lead!
Come, brothers.
Work with me!
Oh, is there something I missed on here? I don't think so. Must be another way to get to the wealth opportunity here. I wonder why I didn't got the opportunity to like assassinate him out there.
Malevolence. This land bears deep affliction. Smells like a trap.
Come on.
Troll magic.
We have actually read this before, so no need to read it again.
To be honest, Grizzle, the more you nag, the more I think we'd all be better off if Affleck just claimed you.
Any time a woman dares to question you, that's your solution. Drown them in the river.
Your mother ran off to Swanage with your Uncle Ackle.
I do not have an Uncle Ackwell.
The older dude sounds like he might be the voice actor for Charles Lee, actually. I wonder if that's the case.
You have my sincere thanks, friend.
You, stranger, help me talk some sense into him, will you?
This is your daughter. Why have you tied her up?
Because if I don't, she just runs off. Foreigners and their stupid questions.
My father thinks a satanic sea beast, Afflank the Terrible, sent floods to our farms. My sacrifice is to appease him.
We don't think, we know. Godfrey saw Afflank with his own eyes.
So you're going to throw your daughter in the lake and hope the beast accepts your offering? She'll more likely drown.
You're making it sound stupid when you say it like that. Look! There he is! He bleaches the water! Do you not see his demonic flippers?
I like how he's called Bad Father. And yeah, pretty sure it's actually not Chudsley. Must have misheard something.
I would run if I were you. Your father's mad.
Thank you. But until this demon is proven nothing but driftwood, I still might find myself a watery tart.
Sea beasts and demons. There's something fishy afoot. So this is that devil. I will find something to prove it's just a shipwreck. This should convince them not to sacrifice the girl to Affleck.
Well, was it nothing but driftwood?
Your sea beast was just a sunken ship.
What? But this is something that any swimming fool could have discovered. No offense.
I told him it was nothing, but he wouldn't listen.
Shut up, you fool.
Said you plague him day and night, complaining about his drinking, calling him a layabout.
Father, you knew? That there was nothing there? So, this was your solution to be rid of me?
You're as bad as your mother. Nothing is ever good enough. I'm sick of listening to it.
An elaborate ruse for so simple a problem.
This cannot be forgiven. Murder was on your mind.
You deserve reparation. Speak your justice, and I'll enforce it.
Thank you, stranger. Leave, father. Leave my home and my life. Your actions have made me an orphan.
I know this. If you ever return, you'll be punished for your crimes. Come, Grizzled. I shall be your rock now.
Live well, Grizzled. Free from your father's mischief.
Yeah, truly a bad father. What the fuck? Stop moving your head like this.
Best not to draw attention here.
It's my moment to do that.
We feed the raven this day!
Christ, Ava. Do like one time what I want you to do. Official scroll. Dear men of Wessex, in order to protect our Saxons from the onslaught of Dane longships, I have devised a plan to stockpile oil. Pouring oil from our bridge will send a fury of flame into their souls forever. We must meet hell with hell. Fire and brimstone will save us all. Signed, Commander of the Brickworth Garrison.
Blocked from the other side.
Oh, nice. Powder can be detonated a second time. Interesting. Yeah, that's quite useful. Also good to kind of lure them there, I guess. They use the skill anyway, so that's good. And hey Moro, welcome dude. Again. How's it going? How's your day? Oops, what I made. All of our systems are down at work, so we haven't helped anyone all day. Damn dude. So is anybody working on fixing it? Like, what's the current state of your systems?
Give me strength! Tight, yeah!
May your shield be strong and your blade be sharp.
Ketchup, thank you so much, dude. For the 5-month resub with Prime Gaming. Thank you, dude. And how's it going? How are things?
The other side must be barred.
Maybe from buff? It will be down for as long as 72 hours. Started at 4 PM yesterday. Oh. So that means you can't do like anything? Or just not help your customers? Like, can you still do other stuff? Ketchup, of course, my pleasure. You're really good, thanks. Hope you're well. Sorry I haven't been around your stream as much, but you've been avoiding Valhalla gameplay until you're deeper into it. That's completely understandable, playing Ketchup. I've been doing the same with people who are like further advanced than I am. Just completely avoided it. It led to me watching Rot a bit less, unfortunately, but it is what it is, I guess. So yeah, I definitely understand it. But yeah, definitely doing good, Ketchup. Enjoying this game still quite a bit. Yeah, AC Valhalla has great moral. Still feeling the same about it. I think it's the right changes coming from Odyssey. It really addresses my personal issues I had with that game. Oops. But yeah, are you looking forward to it, Moro? I know you have Valhalla now, but you're not gonna play it for a while, right? At least until you have finished Skyrim. Looking forward to it. Everything you've seen so far has been good. You're in the same boat though. You don't really watch or pay attention to the gameplay of these streams, as you don't want spoilers. You still jump in though for some conversation. Yeah, definitely don't blame you for doing that. Just better if you can, you know, play games such as this without knowing as much as possible.
I'm not following you into that forest, you woolly sack of mange!
Nissim forgiveness, je cheeks burnan. Hij is wat bloedvach, swa o elle, na huerta u chipperta.
So how's your Skyrim playthrough going so far, Moro? I think you play like an assassin, is that right?
Benton! Jesus Christ! Benton! There are wolves in that forest!
What do you see?
I guess he means like this region. I mean, you can barely cover the forest, I guess, but... Let's have a look.
That sounds like a sheep, and not a happy one. That sheep will be torn apart if I do not do something.
Watch a good 15 hours of Valhalla so far.
Your master is calling you. Maybe it will come if I whistle.
And you couldn't tell me a damn thing what happens to the story. Yeah, I mean, especially I guess if you watch streams that do like more of a side stuff as well, you know, chances are you don't even see much of a main story as well. Skyrim is good, but we just started, have only played a couple hours so far, and yes, playing a stealthy assassin character. Very nice, dude. I do like the sound of that. How much stealth did you have yet?
It works. The sheep follows my whistle. Come on, let's get you home. You do want to be home, don't you?
This is kind of like the Witcher quest, isn't it? There's one quest in Witcher 3 where you visit like a druid, and he's missing his sheep, and you kind of have to like guide the sheep home to the druid.
Keep up, will you?
Sneak skill is shit currently. That's fair.
There you are, Benton. You have escaped for the last time, you walking mutton chop. Hold still, you woolly git!
I went through all that just so you could kill that poor beast.
A man like me can ill afford to slaughter a sheep for victuals, but the Elderman demanded it, and I must obey. Between you and me, I've been dying to murder this bastard for ages. Fenton was a royal pain in my ass. Still, you did me a good turn, stranger. Take some meat for your help. The Elderman won't miss it.
It's mutton stew for me tonight. Farewell.
Bring it back just so it can be slaughtered. Wait. Tomorrow, are you doing anything special today with Mother of Kitties? Or will you be just having like a chill evening together?
Torment this land.
I guess there's not like a lot of things you guys can do anyway, right? Like from this side.
Breathes once more.
Taking out to dinner and then going through a drive-through Christmas light show. Getting some Italian for dinner. Awesome. Sounds like a nice time, dude. Any idea yet what you will be getting? It's like an Italian dish. Are you more like a pizza or more like a pasta guy?
Best raise my hood here.
Maybe between chicken parm or chicken masala. Definitely prefer pasta. I gotcha, dude. And yeah, chicken parm sounds actually quite nice. Not sure if I had chicken masala yet, honestly. Chicken with masala, wine, mushroom sauce. Ah, so chicken masala's chicken with mushroom sauce. Okay. Yeah, then I had it before. It just, I guess, where I had it, it's maybe served a bit differently and called differently. It's actually a dish I rather have when I'm in the Czech Republic, honestly. Like, meat with mushroom sauce is quite popular there. So you can have it with chicken, for instance. Didn't have it at like a proper Italian though. There's a shop nearby. Could be worth checking out for some extra materials.
What can I tempt you with?
It's your favorite Italian dish if you had to choose. You prefer Alfredo sauce and chicken parm if you can help it. Tomato sauce isn't your favorite. You're not a huge fan of tomato, are you? Or at least raw tomato as well. Yeah, that's completely fair, dude.
You should always be fully stocked.
Personally, tomatoes are like one of my favorite things ever. But yeah, you know, it's different with everybody.
You wouldn't regret getting this.
Yeah, let's go ahead and get some leather. And also some iron ore.
Take care of yourself out there. Always good to have.
tomorrow, I reckon you're not going to do any stream tonight, will you? Like on the Animus project or something?
Leaving already? Shame.
I'm off. Be well, friend. Yes, I agree.
Ava agrees. I love the social stealth implementation of this game. Also, the amount of animations are quite cool. Yeah, that's fair, Moro. Just asking because I was thinking about doing a stream later on the Animus project. Because this is actually where we will call it for today, guys. I'm gonna spend some time with my sis and have some dinner here in a few. But yeah, I plan on coming back later on the Animus project, which is our secondary channel, to play some AC Brotherhood over there. So if you want to check it out, here's the link. It's basically a team project, completely dedicated towards AC content. And more with me, we're currently the ones streaming on it. However, we're also planning on adding more people to the roster, so you can definitely expect to see more people streaming over there, and all kinds of AC games as well. Yeah, if you want to check out more streamers of our community, there's a couple more. We have Rod playing some AC Valhalla and Red Dead Redemption 2. Horse playing some Resident Evil. Just finished his playthrough of that, and is now starting, or has started Skyrim. AJ just started some Ancestors, a game I haven't played too long ago. Or I have played not too long ago. Kobe's playing some Horizon Zero Dawn, trying to get all the Platinum trophies. And we have Waffle playing AC Brotherhood, Demise playing AC Valhalla, and Hero has also been playing AC Valhalla. Quite a few actually recently. So yeah, guys, if you want to check out these streamers, I recommend all of them, of course. But yeah, for today we're done. So let's see who's on Twitch, so we can send a raid here. Let's have a look. Let's see. So Don is playing some Battlefield 4 actually. He said earlier that he's doing like his first stream ever. How about we go and say hi to him? He's on support for his first stream. He's been a VIP for ages on both Morris and my channel. So definitely want to go ahead and see how he's doing. Thank you, Moro. You have a good day with Mouth of Kitties. I hope you enjoy your evening together. And yeah, I definitely catch you soon, hopefully for a stream tomorrow. And also want to thank Playing Catch Up for the resub earlier with 5 months. Thank you, Ronnie, for the raid. Also Rod as well. Thank you, Good Vibes and Fierce Saris for the follows. And then also Demise and Mauler for resub as well. And also thank you for the raid 2 earlier. Yeah, thank you guys for all the support today. Hope to catch you in the next stream, and take care.